the routes used by high-ranking figures, and which neighborhoods become more vulnerable at night. Taking down the emperor will not be enough to take over Rome, because the Senate is very powerful. They also have to capture the nobles in the Senate who hold critical power, and they know this. That is why, during this observation period, they identify the locations of everyone with high rank. If they truly want results, they have to break three things at the same time: the chain of command, the decision center, the balance of fear. Otherwise, one target falls and another takes its place. One building burns and another takes over command. One leader dies and the legions unite for revenge. So the operation cannot be a single raid. It has to be a collapse plan that explodes in one night. As the days pass, they turn into invisible ghosts inside the city. One group watches high-ranking commanders. Another group memorizes the guard pattern around the centers of power. The others blend into the crowds and study the city's chaotic moments. But no matter how careful they are not perfect. At one point, one of them is noticed. His walk, his facial features, his attitude, the way he looks around. Something feels wrong to the Romans. A brief moment of suspicion, then shouting, then a chase. The man tries to disappear through the narrow streets. He moves through the crowd. This is the kind of breaking point that could ruin the entire plan. Because now rumors begin spreading through Rome. There are strangers in the city, and they are not ordinary strangers. Right here, the tempo suddenly rises. The team can no longer wait, because time has become their enemy. If they delay any longer, the city gates will tighten, checkpoints will increase, and high-ranking figures will strengthen their layers of protection. So the decision is made. The operation will begin tonight. The plan is ruthless. Crises will be created in different parts of the city at the same time. The goal is not to physically destroy the Roman army completely. That is already impossible. The goal is to make them run to the wrong places, to disrupt the flow of information, to pull units outside the city. When night falls, Rome still looks like Rome. But in the darkness, an invisible web has already been set up. The team is divided. One group is waiting for the order to move against important commanders. One group takes position around the Senate. One group waits in the outer areas to start the distractions. Another group has moved to high points and is coordinating the team. The first major shock happens in the most unexpected part of the city. A massive explosion lights up the night. Then another explosion happens far away from the first one. Then screams rise from the distance. Roman soldiers move by reflex, but here